It's Saturday morning and I just moved Dora into the whelping area. She is actually due anytime between now, actually since Thursday through to, let's say, Sunday or Monday. So she can go at any point. And I noticed, well, let me just back up for a minute. We've been up since 2:45 a.m. because Dora has been barking. She's been unhappy, restless. We had her in this area and we're just trying to get her used to it. If you can see, this is her whelping box, a pool, a kiddie pool with lots of fluffy pillows and blankets. And no, it doesn't look traditional. It looks more like a 70s hangout spot. But our babies, our Corsos, are used to laying on the couch or laying in a more formal bed, and so just to put her in a pool was not going to quite make it. So I'm trying to get it so that she feels that she's comfortable and she actually wants to be in it. But I know she is betting on us letting her have the babies on the couch, which I'm trying to avoid. She was actually born on our couch in there. Her mother, I missed her due date, or at least she came earlier than her due date, and yeah, she had the babies on the couch, and once she got started, we were not going to move her away. Anyway, so we are here. It's not even 7 a.m., but yeah, we've been up since before 3 a.m. going to the store, getting some supplies, and I'm trying to get Dora used to the area. So she's not exactly happy about it. She'd rather be on the couch, which I hear you, babe, but it's not going to happen. She hasn't really started nesting at all, or actually I think she has been nesting, but nesting on the couch in between the pillows, that's her form of nesting. But in terms of really rustling up an area, getting it just right, I haven't seen that behavior. She doesn't seem to want to be in here, but babe, look, you have to make this, call it your place. She's not happy about it at all. So let me show you around the nursery. This is a nursery. This is her whelping area of sorts. But this is just a room, a storage room that we had that we retrofitted for this purpose. If you guys know us, you know that we have two other homes that are our dedicated, I guess you can call them kennels, where we keep the boys in one home and the girls in the other. They're literally right next to each other, and we use that when the females are in heat or if they have puppies, just to keep them separated. And it's a pretty good setup, and we spent the greater portion of last year and the first quarter of 2019 renovating the houses and the kennels outside. And then if you've been following our journey, you will know that we then purchased a 90-acre property in Griffin, Georgia. And now, after all that work, we are transitioning to the new homestead, and that's exactly what we intend to make it. We want to co-locate all of our Corsos, all of our pets there. We'll live there. There's a house, a beautiful home there, beautiful farm home, and we will not only raise our Corsos, we'll raise goats, chickens, and eventually cows. But anyway, back to today, I want to show you that in spite of having the other homes, we've built these nurseries within our primary home such that I can minimize some of the travel back and forth between the houses. And so you're seeing, or I'm going to show you one of the nurseries that we have in our house. This one is in one of our storage rooms on our terrace level or our basement level, and it works perfect because we just moved some of the storage out, and I'll show you how we set it up. So we had a flood. I can't remember. We've had several floods, but I think the flood was in 2018, and so thank goodness at that point we had already did stained concrete, so we don't have to worry about the floors getting messed up with either water, moisture, or even the dogs when they run across it with their paws and their claws. No, minimum scratch marks. But it serves a beautiful purpose, but it is also highly functional. And again, we're in our terrace level or basement level, and so that helps out quite a bit. And this storage room, you can see that it's quite functional, but if you notice, all the baseboards were taken off because of when the flood happened, and we have not put them back as of yet because we are using it as a utility. But the flood happened across the entire basement, entire terrace level, not just that area. But people will often comment, well, what's going on with the walls? Oh, we had a big old flood. And that's what you'll see. And during that time, this storage area, we had to move all the stuff out, or pack it up into a closet. And so it afforded us an opportunity to go ahead and use this as a nursery, one of the nurseries we have at the main home. So what Greg has put together, and I would say this is a testament to his handyman skills, his carpentry skills, but this doesn't even show what he can do. He just whipped this together, and we haven't even really prettied it up like the other one. But he's essentially made this whelping box / play area, and it will serve the purpose of a whelping area, an area where a mom can come out of that area and get away from the pups, and then subsequently when she's ready to come out anytime she wants, as the pups grow, it's modular. We can allow the pups to go back and forth inside, and then obviously they can come out into the main home and then outside as needed. But it's going to be a moot point soon because we're transitioning to homestead. We're moving on up, and we will no longer be using this for after this next 6 months or so. We'll be fully transitioned out. So what I like to do is make it very homey. I explained that yes, this whelping area is extra. There's extra pillows, extra blankets, but for our Corsos, they're just used to that. And so I'm really trying to get, in this case, Dora to nest and to accept it. And if you can see her face, she doesn't look like she's trying to accept a dang thing. She's like, whatever, I don't like it, I'd rather have the couch. But honey child, that's just not going to happen. Well, honey child, if you leave me in there, I am going to have all 12 or 1,300 of my babies on the couch. I don't think you're going to have 1,300 babies, Dora. I think you might have anywhere between 8 and 10. But, we'll take a bet and see who's right. Anyway, I love doing the fairy lights and ambient lighting around, so that's just me. I hate just institutional looking fluorescent lights, but this affords me the opportunity to have lights as I need it, and I'll put little spotlights around so that I can highlight areas, and if need be I can turn them off if I want it in a more soothing area. And Greg thinks I'm crazy, but I was thinking about playing Mozart in here. I don't know if it's just for me or the dog, but I'm betting him that it will calm her nerves and the puppies will enjoy it. But if you go anytime soon, I might not have the chance to put the Mozart on whilst you're in labor. So I can hear our other girls in the background complaining because they know what's about to happen. I really feel that the dogs understand when one of the females is near or in labor, because they will be uneasy themselves. They will be upset, and sometimes they will bark out. I don't know if you can hear that, but that water sloshing. We are again in the terrace level, and this happens to be right underneath our laundry room. So if I look up, you can see this is where we had one of the floods came down and from the laundry room, and we had to rip out all of the drywall on the ceiling, and so that's why that's all open. But you can hear the water sloshing because I'm actually doing laundry. It's Saturday. Got to get some laundry in. So where was I? yeah, I was explaining something about the lightings. We do quite a bit of production for the videos and some other projects that we have going on. So we actually have studio lights, and I'll show you really quickly. We are in transition, so there's things that we've boxed up so far, but if you can see that, this was at one point our media room, like literally. I had it such that it had a flat screen television in there, and the couches, and before this became stained concrete, I had it when my daughter was younger. This was a playroom, essentially, media / playroom. But then as she's gotten older and she's got a suite, her own suite, then we've been using it as a production room with the green screen and so forth. And so now that we are trying to pack up and consolidate and start getting things in boxes and so forth, we've not had the time nor the ability to use it for more or less production purposes, but I guess we'll just figure out how to repurpose it in the new property. So anyway, that was a sidebar as to people ask when they see certain equipment, like, why do you have those type of lightings, or what do you do with all that equipment that you're using? You know, what's going on? Well, that's another good segue. We have full-time jobs in IT. I've recently transitioned into a different role, slightly different. It's in business intelligence. I'm still doing development or data architecture as before, but just from a more functional business perspective versus pure technology. So for those of you who even care or understand what I'm talking about, you'll understand that, you know, it's a highly demanding job, and so people think that we do this 100%. Well, quite frankly, raising puppies is a 100% job, but we have a work to do, which is 100% of the time, and therefore, I guess we are working at 200%. Don't ask me how that works. All right, so moving on. I have an area that I'm actually still setting up all of the towels that you need. People go, well, why do you need so many towels? Well, I actually help with the birthing process, and I like to have towels very handy to wipe off the puppies, to get the area as clean as possible. And that reminds me, I need to get some newspaper as well. Newspaper is great. As she births each puppy, I can just use that to get all the afterbirth cleaned up quickly and thrown away. So I have that handy. I usually have plastic bags handy, garbage bags obviously to throw debris away, smaller shopping bags that you would get from, like, let's say Publix or Walmart, to quickly put things in. And what I'm excited about is Greg bought this unit. This is I'm going to call it my mobile medical unit. So I often have a table near the whelping area, and I have all my stuff either in these bins or just kind of stacked up. And he said, you know, you need something better than that that's mobile for you, that you can pack it in neatly, have some kind of organization. And so this is what I ended up with. And I want to show you what I have in my medical, or what do I call it? A mobile medical unit. I think it's great. It's awesome. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, so what do I normally have? I guess it would be similar to midwifery. That's what I'm doing basically when I'm helping birth the babies. But I have all kinds of supplies, beginning with surgical equipment, different types of scissors, and objects that will allow me to either hold umbilical cords, cut umbilical cords, or if there's some other issues, this is where my go-to area, right? So I've learned how to use that over the years and acquire them, and these will all go into, you know, a sterilization machine. Other knickknacks, obviously, aspirator, alcohol pads. What is this? This is some antibiotic, the equivalent of the name brand Neosporin. Just some eye droppers, you know, if I need to quickly administer something to the puppies or the mom. This is medicine droppers that you can give babies, or use to give medicine to human babies. and I have a few of those, and of course the thermometer. And one of the good tests in terms of knowing when a female dog will be ready to start the birthing process is their temperature drops. Normally dogs have a temperature anywhere from 100, maybe even lower, 99 to 101 degrees Fahrenheit, that is. And just when they are ready to begin the birthing process, their temperature actually drops around 99 degrees Fahrenheit. 98 to 99 degrees Fahrenheit is a great indication that they will be soon coming into labor. And so I will take her temperature. Now, as of this morning, she was at 101, and that is fairly normal. But I've also learned that sometimes that temperature can drop quickly, and I missed it, and boom, they're in labor, or at least that by that evening they're definitely in labor. So let's move on. We'll take her temperature a little bit later. All right, so what else do I have in here? Yep, I have this good in here. This is just one of our collars with embroidered 12 Titans, so I'm very proud of that, and I guess I just keep that in there. And let's see, you always need some alcohol wipes, of course. We give her, the females, pregnant females that are nursing, and even prenatal, this Breeder's Edge Oxy Mama. Jury's still out for me in terms of, if you can supplement a lot of what is in here in their diet in terms of keeping up with certain minerals and things that they need to remain fit and for childbirth, but I still give it to her, and they like it. It's see if I can open it up really quickly. It's a chew. Depending upon the weight, you might give 1 or 2 a day to them. I continue to use it, but it can be pricey. Let's see, I have a bunch of hydrocortisone in case itchiness. What else do I have? A high calorie booster, which is at the end of the day has sugar in it. Supplement for puppies, especially if they're not getting enough from their mom. She's starting to complain. I know, you don't want to be in there. I know, but you have to learn you have to learn to love it. You just have to. Let's see, alcohol. Everyone needs alcohol for cleanup and sterilization. I have peroxide. I have obviously some hand sanitizer. More calamine lotion for itchiness. These are good. Let's see, this Calzorb, and most often a female can have a dip in their calcium levels, especially during labor, and so we'll administer this to her immediately after she has her babies, or during, to give her that extra boost. Especially people think that the puppies just come out all at once. That's not true at all, especially with a large breed dog that's going to have multiple or have a large litter. It could be literally all day. Storm back in May, it was from 6 a.m. literally until 11 p.m. that night. So it's a long process. Okay, so this is all my calcium supplements, and all this stuff I get right off of Amazon. You wouldn't necessarily find it in store. Oh yeah, various aids, again similar to those eyedroppers for feeding puppies if they need some help. So these are additional plungers and syringes, not with needles, and so forth, if I need to give the puppies something. Oh, this is great. Look at this. This is one of our bowls. It's a concept that we've been doing. We have food bowls with our 12 Titan logo on it, and I will leave a link, or at least a information on who does it. She is a family member, Shara Green. Excellent work. We stand by her, love her, and she does this for us. She does several of our product lines, our t-shirts. We use some other merchants for them, but she does a lot of them for us, and they come out wonderful. And she's very economical, but she's done some concept work for us for some bowls. We have a few of those. We're going to be putting that up on our site, and we love it. Aspirator again, up. Surgical gloves are important. Some leashes, not leashes, collars for the babies when they're born to identify them. What else? Oh yeah, now I also carry, now these are syringes. I think these are 3 cc, yeah, 3 milliliters syringes in case we need to administer something very fast to the mother or the pups. Some vials that we'll use as well. So I'm pretty stocked when it comes to, you know, things I need in preparation for the puppies. So let's move on and see what else I have in the bottom area. Greg is going to get me another big one like this with even, I guess, 3 bins so that I can keep all my towels. And I'm mobile with my towels, so in case I'm moving from nursery to nursery, I can just be truly mobile with all my items. So let's move on to the next bin. Okay, so I'm going to lift this up and see what we have in here. Oh, this is stuff I got right out of Walmart, but this is just I love this little case. Isn't that cool? It's like 3D. I don't know if you can see that, but it's 3D, and it's this eye. It's like it's looking at you. It looks like the eye of Sauron if anyone watches The Lord of the Ring, but I think it's just really supposed to be like a Godzilla or something, or a lizard. I thought it was really super cool. But in it, I just have all my Sharpies and receipts and markers. Oh, now she's upset. And batteries. That reminds me, I need to bring in the scale for the puppies. Let's see what else. Oh, these are name tag, dog tags. We do, oops, it fell out. We do engraving, right? So we engrave custom dog tags for our dogs, as well as we'll be offering that on our site as well. I've been having fun, guys. Greg got us a cricket, and I've been just, you know, in my free time, which, I don't know, there must be 48 hours in a day, because I find time to do crafts, to do merchandise, which I think is just so cool and awesome. Oh, here's an example. We send out mailers to our families. This was Christmas from last year. And so I said this was actually, so this was a litter, let's see, this was our prime litter in 2018. And so I put all the puppies in that litter and made Christmas cards and then sent it out to each of the families. And so it's a nice way to remind yourself of who was in the litter and to, you know, stay connected. So we do that. So I keep that because I've done a few different things like that, and that's really fun to do, along with the the dog tags. And so what else I got here? I guess some additional medications. Always need to have heartworm and flea protection and panicures for kind of the intestinal parasites that they can get, or they often get. That's just a natural part of dog cycle. If they're on a monthly or 3-month, 6-month heartworm and flea medication, that actually also, it's called a broad spectrum drug. Well, it will not only take care of heartworms, but it also takes care of intestinal parasites like hookworms, roundworms, and such. And just some various medications that I hold on to if needed. And let's see what else. Oh, okay, yeah. So I have, when I'm doing wrapping ears, I have all my accoutrements, all of my items for putting ears, posting them. And people do them several different ways. I've seen people that don't wrap them and they just post them up, or they put various items in it. But for us, we have multiple dogs and they play rough, and especially when you have a lot of puppies, posting and wrapping once the ear is healed after the crop works best for us. And I say, do you, boo. Figure out what works best, but we will always recommend that method because we are most proficient in that method of wrapping the ear. Here's some more puppy collars to identify them. This is the tape that I use. Oh, here's some more dog tags we engrave. I can't wait to show you guys some pictures of that. I've been doing some concept work. Oh yeah, these are stamps. What do you call it? You know, the stamp pad. We do puppy paws, right? We'll take stamps of the puppy's paws when they're young, so that you will see how later on you can see how big they've gotten, just like you would do a hand or a foot of a human child. We do that for the babies. And let's see what else I have in here. Looks like some zip ties, always important. And we do microchipping. So this particular item is a microchip scanner. So after you scan the puppy, after you install the microchip, you would use this unit to scan and identify the chip numbers, and that comes up on the reader. So that's good. So we've got a lot of stuff in our arsenal. And since I just got this medical mobile unit, or let me see, what did I call it? A mobile medical unit. I have more stuff in my drawers in the other room that I'm going to be taking out and putting it in here, especially when I get the second mobile unit, which has more tiers to it. I can't wait, because this is just keeps all my stuff in one area. And so that's just a glimpse. I still have to get the scale, which is in the other room, and a few other items, but as I set that up, I'll make sure I show you guys. So I'm going to put all this stuff back, and let's see, do I have that? I don't think I have this right. Yeah, I'm going to turn this around, because I want to show you how it is. This is basically just a toolbox, and not to sound sexist, but I think most men have already identified this or been able to identify it, but of course women can too. But I love it because it has these handles on them. Look at that, snaps into place. Isn't that cool? And then I can literally roll it like luggage. I think that is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Right, look at that. And I can just take it with me to other rooms in the house, and or if I need to take it with me to the other homes as well. Man, I get one or two more of these, I will be rolling. They see me rolling. They hating. Yeah, okay, I'll stop. All right, love it, love it, love it. And there you go. Look at that. Look at that. Padow. Padow. Mobile medical unit. Oh, look at me. I've already forgotten to put my surgical equipment. Alright, that's tricky. That's a tricky one. Yeah, I'm going to put my surgical equipment back here as such. Put that collar back there. 12 Titans all day. 12 Titans all day. Alright, get that set up. And let's check Dora out. Dora, can we talk to you for a minute? Can I talk to you? Yeah, I'm coming whether you like it or not. Let's check out Dora. I'm gonna get in here with her, see. She's like, I want to come out. I really don't want to be in here. Let's just check out your area. Look, Dora, it's wonderful. It's comfy. Look at these pillows. Look at this. You know, you got your own new pillow. Oh, look, Dora. It feels like the couch. Girl, you better come and get some of this. Yeah, look at you, girl. Come get some of this cushy couch. I mean, yeah, couch. We're gonna call it a couch. It's not a whelping area. Look at this. Man, I'm so comfortable. Yep, look at that. All right. Look at that. I got my shoes off. Hey, babes. Look at that. This is about an extreme close-up, huh? All right. If you can see if I can get a little bit clearer than this. You can see how rotund Dora is. Dora, we don't want to see your goodies. We just want to see your bellies. Yeah. You can see how rotund she is. She is hanging low. That's some serious belly here. Yep, baby. Now, here's the thing. This morning, I felt that she's doing a lot more panting. Again, with getting us up at 2:45. And when I mean she got us up, she was barking. She was like, hey, get me out of here. And I was like, well, I'm not sure if that's labor, because typically they're not barking. They're trying to nestle up somewhere and have babies and be quiet. Nature tells them to keep quiet, not, hey everybody, I'm in labor. It doesn't work that way. But I felt that she was uneasy. So, and since then she ate. We went out to Walmart at 4 a.m. in the morning, and it's always funny when you say those people that you see at Walmart in the middle of the night. It's like, well, babe, I was talking to Greg. I said, babe, that's us, because we look tore up from the floor up. I mean, I have on pants that are dirty from on my knees cleaning. And by the way, we did a breeding of our female named Leia with CAIUS yesterday, and just being on the floor, just being out there outside in the back. Oh my God, I just threw the same clothes on, went out to Walmart looking tore up from the floor up. And anyway, yeah, we did it all for her. So I've been operating on maybe a couple hours sleep, and we did that, gave her some food, and I've been just trying to get her area together, and I bought a couple more pillows, and now we're in here, and I'm hoping that she'll just relax. And you know what, Dora, now is a wonderful time. This is an extreme close-up. A wonderful time to have these babies. You know, right here, this would be just awesome if you did that. Look at those bellies. Look at that belly. Dora, you are huge. She's plump. You know, you can sit down. You know, oh look, just sit down, relax, relate, and release those puppies. Relax, relate, release. Relax, relate, release. Okay, I don't know if this is gonna work, but maybe if I keep whispering sweet nothings into her ear, it'll happen. But let's see. I think that's it. I'm gonna sit here with her for a while. She's really trying to get close to me now. I'm gonna sit here with her for a while, and oh, thank you. You're sitting. You're sitting. Yay! Good job, Dora. Okay, I'm gonna sit here with Dora for a while. Just excuse the bags under my eyes and the greasy face, but I've been up since 2:45. But I'm gonna sit here with her, see how she does, and if she doesn't have any signs of going into labor anytime soon, that's fine. I really just want her to get used to this area and just accept it. just accept it, Dora. This is where you're gonna have these puppies. Okay, not my couch, not the couch at all. Just be okay with it. Be one with the pool. I'm gonna sit here for a while, and if she's not showing any signs, if she settles down, then I will probably just go out and run a few errands, and that's really it. I just wanted to update everyone on how Dora's doing, but this is it. For my families who already have reservations, this is what the process is. This is kind of what goes on in our household. Hopefully it gives you some insight as, you know, to our lives, at least when it comes to our Corsos. Yeah, just some insight into what it takes. And I'll try to, once she goes into labor, I'll try to take video as well. Sometimes it's not easy, but I'll use the tripod or set it up somewhere, and you can see that process. If you haven't done so already, look at some of our other videos. We've really made an effort now to share as much as we can. We're new to it. This not new to social media, but new to sharing this much of what's going on as part of the process. And it's been fun sharing, because people have been getting insights to what's going on, and lots of questions. But I don't know what's going on over there, Dora, but please don't have the puppies in the corner. Please have them over here. I might even just close this area off, just so that she understands this is where she needs to be. Okay, I'm going to just sit here for a while, like I said, and keep you guys posted. For those of you in the area, in the Atlanta area, you know, be safe out there. It's a rainy day, and hopefully you make it a productive weekend. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. Please do comment. Tell us what you think. If you have dogs that have gone into labor or anything like that, what does your setup look like? Give us feedback. I love the dialogue. Love it, love it, love it. And as always, we will see you in the next video. Bye.